Hey guys, what's up there? This is Brian coming to you from the way. Listen, I just wanted to make a video. I don't want to be quick because I can be done with it. Just wanted to make a video and talk a little bit about the way and our newest outreach that we just started. That's very personal to me and something that I hope is going to really change some lives. As you know, the way it's been going on for a little while now, it has grown so much. And it's so funny for me to say the word grown because somebody said the other day, it was like, why do you want to start another program when you're just starting this one? And I said, the way is no longer a baby. It's a toddler now. I mean, it's walking, it's moving, it's like functioning. And it's really doing well. And so that kind of leads to the second thing, a second phase of the way that we're starting. The whole purpose of the way is to be able to help change lives. And when we help change a life, we believe that we're changing directions in somebody's lives, so their future is changed and their future families' lives are changed because of a person's choice to change the direction that they were in at one time. And so we teach people how to be self-sufficient. We teach people how no longer to be dependent on the government and the county places for assistance and the churches and the places like that. We want to be able to help people be independent and self-sufficient. And in order for us to do that, we have to be self-sufficient. So if we're going to teach it, we have to model it. And so our outreach that we're starting, have started, it's called Second Chance Landscape and Home Services. And this was very, very personal to me. Even though the way has been my baby, the reason this is very personal to me is because at one time I needed a second chance to be able to be better than I was in my past. As many of you know, because I'm very transparent, I have been in trouble in the past. 16, 17 years ago, I was in federal prison. I was in state custody. I did some bad stuff. It took me going to a place like that to find something in me that needed to change. And coming home from that, it was a challenge because they have these programs in the system that say that you're going to be federally bonded, guarantee a job, you don't have to worry about not finding work. Well, when I came home, all of that wasn't true, so it was very difficult for me coming home, finding a job. In the first year, I really struggled and wanted to be able to provide for my family. But I kept looking on paper that I was a felon, that I was somebody that couldn't be trusted. And if I couldn't be trusted, then I couldn't be a part of their family. I couldn't be a part of their business. So that it really discouraged me, and I remember reading up that the average inmate or the average felon returns back to jail and prison within 5 years. And so I didn't want to be that average person anymore. I didn't want to be known as that federal number that they gave me anymore. So that first year, I really struggled. And but I was going to this church out in Hopewell, and I met this guy. His name is Gordy Ferguson. Shout out to Gordy, my brother from another mother. And he started to get to know me, and he saw that I really wanted to better my life, and he offered me a chance to come work with him. And so he told me he was working doing title examining work. Never done this stuff before. I mean, I didn't have high school education. I just knew street knowledge stuff. And but he saw something in me and believed in me, and he introduced me to the owner of the company. And I was already like, yeah, whatever, this person's not going to give me that opportunity because on paper, I'm this and I've done all that stuff. But when I met Jenny, the owner of Bon Air Title, shout out to Bon Air, love you guys, miss you very much. That woman gave me a chance. She didn't look what she saw on paper, she looked at what she saw in me. And it gave me an opportunity to do a job I've never done before, never went to school for, never was trained really to do besides what Gordy taught me. And it was the best job ever. And it really helped me to believe that people do believe in giving people a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. And I did that job for a few years. I actually quit and moved to North Carolina to do a ministry, and came back. She hired me again. And it was like I just love the way that she believed in me. And so this is why it's so personal to me, because I want to believe in people just as much as somebody believed in me. I want to help them see there's opportunity in them. That their best years are not wasted. Just because they made a mistake doesn't mean they are what they used to be. People shouldn't categorize somebody from what they did in the past if their future is nowhere near what that past was. And so, kind of rambling there a little bit, but the Second Chance Landscaping Home Services, its purpose is to be able to hire the unhireable people, the people that once were like me, the people that were not given a fair shake because of their mistake they made. Everybody makes them. Some people are just one mistake away from going to jail. You just haven't been caught yet. The people they deserve another chance to be able to take care of their family and to feel better about themselves. So with this Second Chance Landscaping Home Services, we're going to hire those people who have the records. We're going to hire those people who lost their driver's license, who need to pay court fines, who need to be able to pay child support. It's a sad thing when you get thrown in jail because you can't pay child support because you can't find a job. So we want to be able to hire those types of people. But also we want to hire those people who come to us and say, hey, can you help us pay a bill? We're not going to give you no money to pay no bill. We're going to give you a way to earn that money to pay that bill. Why should we give you a handout? Why should we pay something that you ran up? Why don't we help you to see ways to be able to stop doing that type of stuff? And that's what the whole purpose of the way, and is to be able to help people see something they're not seeing. So with the Second Chance Landscape Home Services, we have been blessed with some great equipment. Wawa gave us these 4 parking lot sweepers and use to do businesses if you need stuff done. We have all the landscaping stuff to do, tractors, lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, everything to be able to do some good quality work. Now, I want you to know that when we go out to do these jobs, these guys, it's like some people have already said, I don't know if I want certain people on my property. They're being monitored. I shouldn't say monitored, but supervised. And the reason why we're doing that is because when we give these guys a second chance, we don't want to just give them a second chance to work at a job that potentially could not be a good supporting job for many years to come. We want to be able to use this as a stepping stone to get them into other jobs. So we want to be an advocate for them. We want to watch how they work. We want to be able to see how they do certain things. And then we want to take them or take their file with us to these community places that are like businesses that are hiring people that don't typically hire felons, and to be able to say, hey, look, we have these people working with us, and we know on paper that they have done so many bad things, but man, since they've been working with us, they've done this, and that. They've done free stuff, free here and free there, to help make the community better. Will you give them an opportunity based on our recommendation, what we physically have seen? Give them an opportunity to have a job with you, and we're hoping that happens. And then when it happens, we can take them from this job they've started out and lead them into something that could be a career-long position for them and totally change their lives around. But the back to the funding part of it, we don't have like a pay per job system set up yet, but we want to make it 30% of the money that we make from each job will go to support Way and Second Chance. And we're doing that because if we're going to be self-sufficient, if we're going to teach self-sufficiency, we have to be self-sufficient. And so we don't want to be hypocrites on anything. And so 30% goes to support us. 15% of that 30% goes into a fund for the Second Chance, and this money is going to be used to be able to help somebody in the community, like an elderly person who can't fix up and clean up their yard, make their house nicer. We can send these guys over to do the job, still pay them money, and to be able to offer the service for free for that person that's in need. And then the other 15% goes towards the Way. 70% of the money that we make from each job, will go to help pay these men or these women who need to work. 70%. That's a lot of money that's going out to pay them, because we want them to feel good about themselves. And go back to the prison thing real quick. The average inmate returns back to prison within 5 years, and I really believe that happens a lot because these men, these women come home and they look for an opportunity, and people don't want to give them that opportunity. So instead of trying to push forward, they revert backward and say, you know what, I'm better off doing what I used to, earn that quick money and to be able to get back into take care of my family, but they're moments away from going back into prison. And we want to try to change all of that stuff. But the other thing that we would like to do with Second Chance Landscape Home Services is we want to reach out to businesses. We want to reach out to churches and organizations to be able to help us fund Second Chance. And we don't want to think that we're coming at you, but we want to help you to see that if you invest in this, you're not only investing in what we're trying to do with these men, but you're investing in their lives. You're opening doors for these potential people to come work for you. You're opening the door for helping the community be better. Instead of funding programs that give handouts to help people pay their bills when they can't pay it, instead of funding, programs that are just teaching dependency, help fund a program that's helping people be self-sufficient, independent, give hand up, so, and I'm not knocking any of those places that are giving those hands out, but you got to look at it this way. You're creating dependency. You're creating the next generation of dependency. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. Something needs to be changed in order to make our country better again. And this is one of the things that we strongly believe that needs to happen, is we need to break people free from always going to this place or that place to help pay that bill and that bill. Why don't we teach them how to pay their own bills, how to be able to help them model to their children, how to be able to take care of your family. Something has been broken along the way for us to be in this place where everyone is they know to go to these certain places each time of the month or each time of the year to get these bills paid. That is not the way it's supposed to be. So if you're one of these businesses or churches or programs that are funding these programs, I'm not asking you to stop, but I'm just asking you to really look at what you can do to help break people free from being dependent on those types of places, and to start putting something into a program where we're helping to change people's lives in a total way. And me being a felon, me being with the past that I'm in, I really know how to speak the language of a lot of the people that are coming through our doors. Been there, done that, bought many t-shirts, so I can be able to relate to what these people are going through. Not saying I've experienced 100% of all of them, but I have my hands in a lot of different things, and I've seen a lot of things personally, and so I'm able to really understand why a person's in this position and what we need to do to help bring them out the same way somebody brought me out. So my heart, my passion is to be able to, for you to hear this, for you to be able to understand why this is so important to me, to our community, to our next generation. And so when you hire Second Chance Landscape Home Services, you're not only hiring a person, you're giving somebody a second chance. You're giving somebody the belief that somebody believes in them. You're giving them an opportunity, a stepping stone, and the possibility of getting into a better position where they can retire from that. So if you need some landscaping done, if you need your gutters cleaned, your power washing, whatever, just give us an opportunity. I promise you, you're going to have some great work. You're going to give guys an opportunity, these girls too, an opportunity to start believing in themselves and start feeling good. So I think I'm done. My mouth's dry right now, so I probably have been babbling a little bit long. But hey, if you don't mind, please share this video with people that you know. And the more people we reach, the more opportunities we'll have. And we're just looking for more and more ways to be able to make tomorrow better. I think about my grandsons. I don't want them growing up in the same society that I'm living in right now. I don't want them growing up thinking they can always go to these places to always receive this free help. I want them to be able to know what it means to be able to earn it yourselves. If you can't, then those resources need to be there for you. But if you can do it, then you need to be able to do it on your own. And there are some people who need to rely on those places. Hey, I'm not knocking it, okay? But it's meant to be a temporary thing. But the longer that we make it last, to go on longer and longer, the more we're going to be dependent on it. So, peace out. Love you guys. Have a good day. And please share this video.